Welcome everyone to Friday Prime Time here in Wichita. Major League Table Tennis inside Koch Arena on the campus of Wichita State University. Beautiful day here in downtown Wichita, and tonight the Seattle Spinners set to take on the Bay Area Blasters for the sixth and final time during the regular season. Over Portland, a 16-point lead over Texas. Those leads have disappeared completely.
Bay Area Blasters! Led by the coach, Maggie Tien. Right this way around. Following Maggie Tien, Jinbao Ma, Tao Wenjiang, El Sayed Lasheen, Alexi Duan, Lily Zhang, and Sonura Silva. And now that all the Warriors have entered the arena, let's shake some hands and slap some skin.
الفيديو يبدأ بمقدمة مثيرة للإعجاب تستعرض الإنجازات الرياضية البارزة للنجم المصري لاشين في دوري الأمريكي للمحترفين. يظهر الفيديو لقطات مثيرة للاهتمام من مبارياته ولحظات تألقه في الملعب، مع تعليقات مثيرة للحماس من قبل المعلقين الرياضيين. تبرز اللقطات الرئيسية لاشين وهو يقوم بحركات مدهشة ويسجل نقاطا رائعة تثير إعجاب الجمهور. يتبع ذلك مقابلات حصرية مع لاشين حيث يشارك تفاصيل حول تجربته في الدوري الأمريكي وتأثيره على الجمهور الأمريكي، بالإضافة إلى استعراض لأبرز لحظات مسيرته الرياضية. تظهر اللقطات أيضا استقبال الجماهير وتحية الاحترام من قبل اللاعبين الأمريكيين والإعلام الرياضي هناك. وفي نهاية الفيديو يتم تسليط الضوء على العنوان المميز الذي اختارته قناة نغم الرياضية لاشين مجننا الأمريكان في رمضان، مما يعكس تأثيره الإيجابي والمثير للإعجاب على المشجعين الأمريكيين خلال هذا الشهر الكريم.
Well, different serve, different result, one apiece.
1-1.
Don't see these guys swing and miss like that very often.
Net, 1-1. Net,
I think as Andrew
1-1.
mentioned, there's a little bit of circulation here with the AC that's causing the ball.
It's ironic because it was a very windy day outside here in Wichita, and the windows are not open here inside Koch Arena, where the Wichita State Shockers play basketball. And they have some pretty good three-point shooters here at Wichita State through the years.
Yeah, that 2-ounce ball is a little bit lighter.
That's fair. The basketball does weigh more than 2 ounces.
2-3.
It's a big weekend of sports here in Wichita. I went for a walk today down by the Arkansas River, walked by the Wichita Wind Surge Baseball Stadium. It's opening day for the AA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins, the Wichita Wind Surge. They're playing the Frisco Rough Riders tonight.
I heard the Wichita Geese were on hand as well.
They were. I was almost decapitated by a local goose, but I somehow survived and lived to tell the tale. Also tonight in downtown Wichita, the Intrust Arena, the Harlem Globetrotters are in town to take on the Washington Generals. My money's on the Globetrotters.
Who are you betting on?
This could be the night for the Generals, though. Don't want to overlook them.
3-5.
I was flipping through the channels in a hotel room a few months ago, and on NBC there was a special about the Globetrotters. So I started watching because they've always been a fascinating phenomenon. And I see a guy in the Globetrotters. Like, that's Corey Law. And it was this guy named Corey Law, who's now known as Thunder Law, who played at High Point University in North Carolina. when I was the radio broadcaster there. He always was a guy that could jump out of the gym. Low-level Division I basketball player, but he's become like a phenomenon with the Globetrotters because of his high-flying dunks. He's worked on all the fancy skills, the ball twirling on the finger, through the legs, his trick shots, and he's become like an American hero. And part of me wanted to go see him tonight, but I had plans to be here with you.
You see some trick shots
6,
by
5.
El Sayed Lasheen.
So yes, big night here in Wichita, and most notably Major League Table Tennis. Trying to figure out who will represent the West Division in the playoffs.
6,
I'll tell you, Sean,
6.
it was a terrifying moment today when a goose just looked at me and then started flying at me with its mouth open. And I just started running. It was a split
Were
second.
you running at it? Or did you run away?
I ran away from it as fast as I could. I haven't ran that fast in a while. And my knee's been bothering me lately, so that was a test of the knee.
Stop.
I knew in the fight or flight moment, flight was my choice. And here I am.
7, 6.
To live another day.
I am suspicious of every single goose or geese in the general Wichita area. Other than that, it was a very pleasant stroll along the Arkansas and Little Arkansas River.
And Paul Chi bringing some tricks of his own,
6, 8.
using the net to his advantage, and playing some big shots, which normally El Sayed would be on the winning end, as his counterattacks from the backcourt very solid.
7, 8.
Paul has not played a ton this season. This is his first action in 2024.
That's a great backhand over the table by Paul Chi.
Holding his own.
9, 7.
Normally when Adi Serene is not here is when Paul will get the call up. Each team has 8 players. The league knew that some players
10,
would
7.
have conflicts in their schedule. That's why
Right.
they allowed that many players per team. This is the best I've seen Paul play all season against such a strong player.
And he's got game one.
7,
Big fist
1
bump
to
from
0.
Paul Chi.
Serve.
All year long.
0, 0.
Game 2 with Lasheen against
1,
Chi.
0.
What is the adjustment or the message that Lasheen needs to adapt right here?
He just has to keep attacking. The first game, it was all Paul Chi
1,
doing
1.
the heavy lifting, playing the big shots. Look for Lasheen just to start off in each point more offensive minded, flipping the serves, looping any serves that come off the end of the table.
Oh my. That's Lasheen's point.
1, 2.
But Paul is moving all over the court. He spent half the time on Lasheen's side of that rally.
Lasheen turned 44 years old in February. I believe he's the oldest player in the league.
He is.
And Chi is celebrating every point like his life is on the
2,
line.
2.
That's a good combination
3,
there by
2.
Lasheen. Control serve. Strong forehand.
Missed it.
3, 3.
Exactly what he wanted.
Exactly what who wanted.
Lasheen to step around the backhand and play that forehand down the line.
He just didn't execute.
Yeah, just caught the edge of the paddle. And That's not where Lasheen wants to be. 15 feet back is not going to present a lot of pressure to Paul, who's making these big shots up at the table.
Lasheen's kind of looking around right now. Looks like he's looking for answers. Wouldn't be surprised if he get a timeout.
4-4.
And that time, Paul was faulted for not tossing the ball up at least 6 inches. He has been warned, so there's not going to be much he can say. Umpires are not required to give a warning if you do a 3-inch toss. It's not like you get a freebie. There's no mulligans in table tennis. It's only when they're unsure of themselves. That's just a quality backhand topspin. Now you can see Paul kind of losing some concentration, saying he couldn't see the serve.
5-4.
That was one of the most legal serves I've seen by Lasheen. But after you get your serve faulted, you start looking for reasons, and he'll get the exact same serve. It's really straightforward.
Oh, and he was in position, but Lasheen fights to stay in the point and wins it.
Lasheen just has way too much experience to let an umpire's call on the serve disrupt his focus.
3 straight points, including the fault.
Oh,
Gee, back on track there.
Backhand down the line.
5-6.
Like Paul was ready for it.
Like the West Division's answer to Jinxing Wang.
Exactly. Jinxing, just the professor, able to get his racket on everything.
6-6.
As you said earlier, Evan, the trajectory and pathway of the revolution, just amazing.
7-6.
I say that the spice
7-7.
between Chi and Lasheen here in the second game, with the umpires in the mix as well, has made for some pretty good theater.
And Paul's not holding back any ball that pops up even a millimeter. He's taking a full swing on.
Like that.
And look at the self-congratulations
8-7.
after every single point now.
He's creating his own energy. You gotta love it.
And then the deep serve, even though it was high, it had some kick on it. A little spicy serve there.
7-9.
And you can see it just getting outside the hitting zone of Lasheen.
Net.
You see, whoever has
7-9.
Paul Chi on their fantasy team is going to be getting some free points. He is playing out of his
7-9.
mind.
Just so folks know at home, that was a very intentional attempt by Sean O'Neill to jinx Paul Chi. Both Sean
8-9.
O'Neill and Matt Hetherington have, I'll say, a Lasheen on their fantasy teams. They don't have Chi. So I'm just...
You got to try everything.
Got to be transparent for our viewers. You have an agenda here that you are pushing.
Well, also, Lasheen is absolutely one of my favorite players. And in
9-9.
addition to being a true ambassador of the sport, I love the shape of his paddle.
You've hit with his paddle a few times, or the replica of his paddle, right?
Well, I'm actually using the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to get a picture of him, and we'll show our cyber-shaped paddles.
9-9.
Chi taking his time on the serve preparation. Lasheen had enough and walked away. And then he's on the serve.
And it was a great choice. Execution lacking.
9-10.
But went for the quick down the line, and you could see Lasheen was backtracking.
10-all.
Wow.
Golden point. Lasheen will serve. After all we have seen in this second game. Get ready for an epic celly if Chi wins it. And he does!
11-10.
Paul Chi has taken 2 straight games from Lasheen. It's an upset, without question. And we still got one more game to go. Will Chi complete the shocking sweep in the Shockers home arena? Convincing win together, and now the Blasters are on the brink of being behind heading into the Golden game.
And thanks to the great doubles play, as well as Paul Chi. That was a quality block there by Lasheen.
Placement about as well as you could have, too. Two nothing.
Again.
2-0.
Just unleashing Lasheen's forehand. He can take it cross court, he can take it to the body, or he can take it down the line. Just great forehand stroke. But Paul Chi jumping on the serve and putting pressure instantly.
2-1. Stop. No, because I'm seeing. 2-1.
Lasheen not too pleased that he feels that Paul has influenced the umpire to look more closely at his serve, because he's been doing the same serve in all 3 games.
So, I mean, break down from your perspective.
1-3.
Which is the umpire overstepping his bounds right now, or are both players' serves questionable, or what's going on?
I would say that the tosses are probably closer to 5 inches versus clearly over 6.
So the tosses are borderline for both players?
If that's where the fault's coming from, like that serve was perfect by Paul.
Are you kidding me?
But I think what Paul has been saying is that when Lasheen is playing his serve, it's being hidden by his body a little bit. That's very common when righties play lefties because there's a natural turn for the forehand position. But Lasheen is not known for having much of a hidden serve.
4-3.
You can see the ball as it goes up. You can see the ball at all times, and that's what Paul was saying. It's like he can't see it. Well, that angle really showed it perfectly, that there's no body in the way. And if Paul just focuses on playing and not the serving the umpire.
4-4.
He's got the shots, he's got the strategy, his attack is working. I don't know why he would want to be expending energy and trying to bring the umpire into it.
4-5.
He's still stewing a little bit from when the umpire called it on him.
Exactly. No, it was a reaction to thinking he lost a point. Just remember, he was given a warning, so it wasn't like he realized he needed to make a subtle adjustment.
Oh, Lasheen finds the spot again.
So if you're going to take a big shot, you better be able to cover the return.
6-5.
Lasheen had no difficulty tracking it down and playing to the open court.
Touching it to the right spot. That ball goes Lasheen's way this time.
5-7.
Been a lot of very close points that could have gone either way in this game, this match.
The big point so far was the golden point, game 2. That was worth a heck of a lot of points to all those that have Lasheen in fantasy.
And who have Paul Chi in fantasy. I'm sure there are some. He's back within
6,
one.
7.
I think Paul has himself.
You would hope so. An apology.
7, 7.
But those things tend to even out. 7-all here in game 3.
Paul 7.
Which is 3 and 12 in singles matches coming into this weekend. So that's trying to go 3-0 against Lasheen.
And he's been getting more than his fair share of net balls as Lasheen says, what do I need to do to get a clean return?
Paul Chi with a sweep would clinch the lead going into the Golden game for the Spinners.
Amazing.
Missed it.
8,
Good
9.
opportunity there, Sean.
You want to have those balls right there on your racket, and then in this timing,
Nine-all.
again, both players finding a lot of open court out to
9,
the forehand
9.
side. They both like to step around their backhand corner. This time Paul able to play the wide forehand. Should be advantage Lasheen right now. He's got 2 serves at 9-all.
He
10,
returns
9.
it wide. Game point for El Sayed Lasheen.
It's the second time Paul's missed that ball off that same serve off the side of the table. A lot of side spin, a little bit of top spin.
11,
Game
9.
3 goes to
One
the
game to
Egyptian.
two.
11-9 for Lasheen. He salvages 1 out of 3. Still an impressive performance from Paul Chi. And a spicy showdown. Chi wins the first 2 games, including 1 golden point. But Lasheen salvages 1. The Blasters are still alive. Jinbao Ma could sweep and give Bay Area the lead heading into the Golden game, but the pressure is on for sure. We'll chat with Paul Chi in just a moment.
قبل ما نوصل لحضراتكم المباراة اللي بعد كده إن شاء الله نتمنى إن تكونوا استمتعتوا بالمباراة اللي فاتت. طبعا نتمنى من حضراتكم إن أنتوا تشرفونا وتشتركوا في القناة
Match. Paul Chi with his best performance of the season, earning 2 points against the Arab Lion El Sayed Lasheen. But Lasheen taking game 3. Big 6 points up for grabs. Let's figure out what the order is going to be. Here's Mimi Bosertine perform.
Yeah, I would have, if I was Seattle, I might have thrown Paul.
From the team, it'll be 2 serving 6.
2, 6.
She is able to continue his high level of play that we witnessed when they played singles against each other.
Net.
Net serve.
2, 6. 3, 6.
Seatbelt shot across the chest, a bit of side spin as Paul Chi secures the first point.
Seven, three.
Topspin outside Lasheen with the spin. Keeps the pressure on.
Here comes the separation here with these 2 serves.
Or not.
7, 4.
Gift on serve.
What a way to jinx a player you have on your fantasy team.
7, 4.
8-4 lead for Lasheen and the Blasters.
Service master herself, Fabiola Diaz, with Lily Jong on the receive.
And he missed it.
How did he miss that ball?
18.
And the table not big enough to catch the forehand. 11 serving 18. Tight serve just off the table. 18 serving 12.
17-14 had he made that high ball.
He
sends it into the net.
19
Lasheen,
serving 12.
he can take 3 out of 4. We'll set up match point for Lily Jong. And that's
And
what
now
we've got.
it is 8. Golden
John
game points.
versus
And
Diaz.
team
Fabi
match
Diaz
points
needs a
to
golden
Lily
sweep
Jong
to
to
keep
come
her
in for the
team
Blasters.
alive. Still match point for the Blasters. And that will end it.
14.
It was a dicey night for the Blasters for much of the evening, but they do escape with a 14-7 win standings heading into Saturday.
It's not easy. The rest of the weekend should only get easier. That said, it will be a very steep incline for Seattle Spinners. Remember, the top 2 teams in this
Team for the Blasters, 199 as the Smash and Paddlers are tied for second. With 2 days left in the season, Maggie Tian, the coach of the Blasters, joins us. Your perspective on the controversial call that happened between Ma and... So, Sean, put a bow on this evening for us, the final Friday night of the MLTT season. And wins for the Texas Smash, 16. There's 2 teams for 1 spot, it feels like, heading into the final 2 days of the season.
Well, yeah, I think what's going to come down is really how the Spinners, are they going to...
سعدنا بحضراتكم ونرجو أن نكون قد أسعدناكم. شكرا على متابعتكم، ولو حضراتكم وجدتم أن الفيديو يستحق المتابعة والمشاهدة والتعليق والرأي، طبعا هنتشرف باشتراك حضراتكم في القناة. اشتراك حضراتكم بيشجعنا ان احنا نكمل ونستمر في المزيد من الفيديوهات الاخرى ان شاء الله. اراء حضراتكم وتعليقاتكم تهمنا بحيث ان احنا نطور من القناة ونشوف ايه الاوجه اللي ممكن نكمل فيها، او ايه النقط اللي حضراتكم بتشوفوا ان هي ممكن تبقى اضافة كويسة للقناة. اشتراك حضراتكم وتعليقاتكم وارائكم ومتابعتكم بيشجعنا ان احنا نكمل. شكرا لحضراتكم والى اللقاء في فيديوهات اخرى ان شاء الله.